NFL Network, take it away.
2015, the Atlanta Falcons started the season in the land of the undefeated at 5-0, powered by an offense averaging 32 points a game during that span under first-year head coach Dan Quinn. But as quickly as they jumped out the gate, their potent offensive attack sputtered. The Falcons lost 6 straight, finished the season 8-8, and missed the playoffs for the 3rd straight year, leaving the burning questions: what went wrong, and how do they fix it this year? On offense, quarterback Matt Ryan says they're more comfortable in the system, and all-pro receiver Julio Jones says the communication issues from last year have improved this offseason.
It's Kyle's second year and our second year in the offense. With Matt, myself, taking leadership. We got Alex Mack now down there on the offensive line. All of us, being the leaders that we are and knowing the scheme and the offense where we want to go is all about communication and bringing those younger guys with us.
The hope is that Mack's previous experience in Shanahan's zone blocking scheme in Cleveland will pay dividends in Atlanta. Ryan will have a new target to throw to with the pickup of receiver Mohamed Sanu in free agency. He'll replace the Falcons' all-time leading receiver in Roddy White, who the team released in March. As for the defense, they struggled last year to sack the quarterback, finishing with a league-worst 19 sacks. But as a whole, the unit improved from being ranked last in 2014 to 16th in 2015. And they're expecting top draft pick safety Keanu Neal and linebacker Deion Jones to make an impact. So now, how does this team compare to where they were a year ago? Quinn summed it up with just one word: relentless.
Oh man, I'm so hyped after listening to something like that. I got high expectations for this Atlanta Falcons team. I mean, it started off last year undefeated, and then life happens. They just started losing. Like, what happened? I don't understand. There was so much promise last year. Freeman just looked like a beast at times. I don't know. Don't know what happened. I do think this is a new year, new day. I think they're going to be better and improved. I think they will challenge the Panthers for the NFC South, but I don't think they'll win it. But I do think they'll challenge the Panthers. So let's go ahead and get into it. And I apologize for the music. My Wi-Fi is trash because I'm out here recording in studio Chevrolet Impala, my mobile studio. It's going to have to work until I get a real one. I don't have any soundproof walls. I got window shields. But hey, we're going to make it do what it do for the time being. ATL. So, what do they need to focus on in the training camp? Well, how about focus on the pass rush? Atlanta plays a lot of cover 3 zone, similar to what the Seattle Seahawks play. Reason for that is because Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator of the Seattle Seahawks. They need to get a little bit more help out of Vic Beasley. They picked up Dwight Freeney to try to help, and also they have Adrian Claiborne, a promising young player. But their sack ratio of 3.39% was dead last in the NFL. Guys, cover 3 zone is not going to work if you don't have Richard Sherman on your defense. You're going to have to get aggressive. You're going to have to blitz a little bit more if you want to get some quarterback pressures. One-on-one, at least do some stunt and do something. Atlanta, you better than that. Don't let me down. I can't have Josh rubbing the Panthers in my face, him and Artie, all year long. I don't want to hear that all year. Atlanta, I need you to do something. Ride you down there. Go to the Superdome or the Georgia Dome. Wake them boys up. Pump some more fake crowd noise into the stadium. Do something. I need you guys, like, really. You guys are my only hope for dethroning the Panthers. And I know I live in Carolinas and I should be a Panther fan. I'm not. I was very proud of him last year. I will say that. I was extremely proud. But nevertheless, these freaking Panther fans get on my damn nerves. I went to the training camp. Like, where the hell all you Panther fans come from anyway? I didn't see y'all at Wofford a couple of years ago, but it was millions of them at Wofford this year. Let's get back on track. Atlanta, get Julio some help. Mohamed Sanu is not help. As a matter of fact, he was the third option on the Cincinnati Bengals. The Ricky Hardy showed a little bit of promise. I like him. He was solid. Julio can't do it all by himself. I know Roddy Wright was on his last leg, but he was the all-time leading receiver for the Atlanta Falcons, who is no longer with the team. The running game. Freeman had over 1,000 yards, but the Falcons averaged 100.4 yards per game, which was 19th in the NFL. 3.82 yards per game, which rushing yards per attempt, that was 25th in the league. Now, they did sign Pro Bowl Alex Mack, the center that came from Cleveland. I'm sure he was more than happy to get away from there. But he was freed up. Atlanta scooped him up. That should improve the running game. And, as I mentioned before, Atlanta was the only team to beat Carolina last year. So really, you guys are my only hope. I'm counting on you big time. Let's get to the picks. Who we got first? We got Tampa Bay at home. I said we. I'm not a Falcons fan. Tampa Bay at home. What did I have? Did I have Tampa losing? I surely did. So that's a victory for the Dirty Birds. Oakland week 2. That's going to be good. At Oakland. Victory. New Orleans. It's a prime time game. New Orleans is going to be roll ready. But that defense is Triznai. Victory for Atlanta. So they starting off undefeated again. They play Carolina at home. Carolina's going to be pissed off. Atlanta was the only team to beat them. They beat them in the final game of the season. Or next to the final game, one or the other. I don't really know. I don't really care. Give me Carolina. Carolina's going to want revenge. Denver, as I mentioned before, Denver might not beat a team in the NFC South. I know their defense is amazing, but they are a year older. And I know some of you guys saying, well, Peyton Manning really didn't do too much. You don't know what Peyton Manning didn't do. Now, I know he had a noodle arm and he didn't throw for that many yards, but I guarantee Peyton audible out of numerous plays to set that offensive up to score. Peyton Manning, man, one of the GOATs. They'll beat Denver. Seattle lost. San Diego, they'll beat San Diego. Green Bay, they'll lose to Green Bay. Tampa, they'll split that series. I got them beating Philly. Arizona at home. Dang, this is going to be a good game. It's going to be a real, real good game. You guys hear the dogs in the background? I'm telling you, man. Studio Chevrolet and Polly. You'll hear anything out here. I'll say they beat Arizona. I'll give them their victory. Kansas City at home. Kansas City, Atlanta. I give Kansas City the victory. So I say they lose. They beat the Rams. They beat the Niners. That second game against Carolina, they win and they beat New Orleans that second time. Nope, they lose. I'm sorry. Had them splitting that series. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 6 for the Atlanta Falcons. And that sounds very familiar to what I had them on the last pick. So, yeah, man. Get my music back. Jesus, sorry about that, guys. Wi-Fi, man. Pay Charter all this freaking money. I can't get Wi-Fi in my driveway. Anyways, another story for another day. So I got the Atlanta Falcons at 10-6, and I like it. Could that be enough to win the NFC South? We're surely about to find out. Before I get into the Carolina Panthers, which I know most of you may say is the best team in the NFC South, do I agree? Maybe. We definitely about to find out. But before we go ahead and get into these picks and get into NFL Network breakdown, let me give you a view of our first sponsor. Yes, we finally got a sponsor. And it is a company called Total Life Changes. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys the promo that we have for them. I hope you guys try the product out. It's really, really awesome and helping me out. So let's go ahead and get into that. Then we'll get back into football. What's good, everybody? This is Tyler from Enough with the BS podcast. I wanted to take a little bit of time out of my day to let you know about this excellent product that I'm trying called IOSOT. It's from a company called Total Life Changes, and their motto is, it'll help you lose weight in 5 days. I know you're probably thinking, that sounds a little skeptical. Well, I was the exact same way when I started, but after 5 days, I actually lost some weight. Also, not only did I lose weight, it helped me with my trouble sleeping. If you are the exact same way, having trouble sleeping, or also just want to lose some weight, well, I say check out the product. You can do that by emailing evolutions864.tlc@gmail.com. Once again, that's evolutions864.tlc@gmail.com. Check out the products. Hit me up on Twitter and Facebook. Let me know how it's working for you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. I'm out. So once again, that was our little plug for TLC. I am on the ISOT. Some good stuff. Good stuff. You guys need, hey, if you want to lose some weight, try it out, man. It works. I will tell you this, and this is a warning to all. Do not take that tea and eat McDonald's. Mickey D's and ISOT, they don't mix. Trust me. I was in the bathroom for probably my entire lunch break. I was not happy. It was so embarrassing, but I was smart. I didn't use the bathroom on my floor. I went to another floor and destroyed that entire floor. Do you know, you get people to come in the stall. You don't want nobody to see your shoes, so you kick your feet up on the tissue holder. Yeah, I had a nice little routine. But it was 30 minutes strong of me and my little white friend, the toilet. Don't take that tea and eat McDonald's. That's the last thing I'm going to tell y'all. But it is good, and it will help you lose weight. And as I mentioned in the promo itself, it improved my sleeping so much. Guys have no idea. So if you got trouble sleeping, I would, highly recommend that. Well, now that we got that out of the way, it is back to football. Before we get into the NFL Network picks, I was just scrolling through ESPN and whatnot, and I saw that they had these little tier breakdown of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And somehow Cam Newton fell into tier 2. And how does that happen, some say? And what are the criteria? Well, check it out. Tier 1 for a quarterback, they say, can carry his team each week to team wins